What's up, people? This week's episode was just crazy, so let's jump straight in. Alright guys, so in this week's episode it's a lot about Trunks and Vegeta, just their bond together, but we do get a bit more information about Zamasu and Gowasu. So before Vegeta and Trunks start training, we see Whis talking to Trunks about why he doesn't think that Zamasu is black. He said that his ki wasn't exactly the same and he didn't know who Goku was. Now, I mean, that's easily fixed. He's from the future, so, I mean, he still has a couple more years to go before he found out who Goku is. Essentially, them going to Universe 10 to find out who they are has now sparked this whole chain of events. So now we see Zamasu and Gowasu, they're talking and he's looking over creation. He sees that there's a new planet that's sprouted out new life forms. They seem really violent and Zamasu wants to destroy them. Gowasu obviously gets angry at him for this, said no, that's a god of destruction job. Zamasu asks, what should we do? Gowasu tells him, we'll watch them for 1,000 years. Zamasu not very satisfied with this answer, so Gowasu takes him to the planet with the time ring, and this is now how it really seems like it's all falling into place. He shows him the time ring, he tells him what it's for, he explains to him that only a Kaioshin can use it, and then he takes off his green earring and then gives it to Zamasu. Goku Black has one green earring. It all seems like it's starting to fall into place, but I'm still not sure. Gowasu tells him to make sure he puts it on the left ear, because if he puts it on the right ear, they'll merge. Gowasu then makes a comment saying that if they did merge, they'd be an even stronger Kaioshin and asks him if he wants to do it. It seemed like he was joking around, but I'm really not sure about Gowasu. Just seems like a shifty character. Anyway, they fast forward 1,000 years, they see that the race is still violent, and then Zamasu just looks down on them. Just really doesn't want them to live and thinks that they should destroy them. Then we get to the really cool part. Trunks, Vegeta, they're training together. Give us a little flashback that they've reanimated of them being in the hyperbolic time chamber when Vegeta went Super Vegeta. Trunks remembers this and then Trunks goes Super Saiyan 2. He tells Vegeta to come at him with Super Saiyan 3, which is funny because not even we've seen that. Vegeta laughs obviously because he knows that Super Saiyan 3 is not the pinnacle of Super Saiyan transformations, and then boom, Super Saiyan Blue. This part was so hype for me, I went crazy. It was just awesome, he was so confident, knew that he was the strongest. When he turned, it played his theme music. Trunks obviously can't feel his ki because it's God ki, but he says the pressure of it is overwhelming. Vegeta tells him if he can hit him once, he wins. So they start fighting. Trunks actually goes into that really huge Broly form that he did with Cell. Vegeta's angry at him, calls it a primitive form, starts moving around, all around Trunks. As he attacks him though, Trunks brings it back down to his normal size. He just knew that it would get Vegeta off guard. So I mean, all this fighting his whole life, he hasn't done a lot of training, but he's picked up a lot of, tricks along the way. He does know how to fight in battle. Obviously though, no match for Vegeta whatsoever. Vegeta pretty much pummels Trunks, landing a final blow to his gut, sends him flying back into a rock, and then turns back to his normal state. It was annoying to Vegeta when he saw Trunks on the ground smiling. Trunks was pretty much thinking, I don't have to do anything, these guys can kill Black easy. Vegeta obviously knew what that meant, the smile, picks him up by the collar, tells him, you're a Saiyan, you're my son, I won't let you lose to anyone, don't think about Black as your only opponent, you try to be the strongest in the universe. Well, I mean, that's essentially what he's saying. I mean, Vegeta strives to be the strongest. That's Vegeta's whole goal. So to see his son not doing that must irritate him, especially being a Saiyan. Goku gets there with Bulma. Bulma's obviously overprotective and goes to say something to Vegeta. Goku grabs her saying, hey, this is how Saiyans do things. Vegeta looks at her like, why did you come here? And then Trunks decides to headbutt his dad in the head. Vegeta's obviously pissed off on the ground and he says, hey, I hit you once. That means I won. And then laughs. Trunks obviously taking Vegeta's training on board. Vegeta walks off and Trunks bows to him saying thank you. Just a really cool father-son bonding moment. I thought this episode was great for that. Last part of this episode I thought was hilarious. Lord Beerus answers the staff saying, hey, we're busy, call back. And then it pops up as Zeno-sama. He freaks out, gets up, goes to bow and smashes the table. Just takes a big chunk out of it. I thought it was hilarious. Obviously, next episode, Son Goku goes to meet with Zeno-sama. We see miniature Kais, that looks funny, and then someone else who I would assume would be a Kai as well. Not sure what the episode has in store. Maybe he just wants to test Goku's power. Maybe he wants to test the contestants for the tournament that he wants to set up. Theories on this one as to who I think Black is. Everything's falling into place nicely, so it would make sense that it's Zamasu, but I'm just not sure. Everything's just falling into place, and am I the only one that just thinks that maybe it's just too simple? Obviously, we now see that you only need one of these earrings to be a Kaioshin. to use the time ring. What if Gowasu kills Zamasu? Completely destroys him and the earring is like, shit, the earring's gone, oh well. Shifts into Goku's body and then becomes black. I mean, there's a lot of faults in that theory. Obviously, the key wasn't the same. Well, we don't know what the key is like because we didn't see it happen. Another one is, it could still be Zamasu. Maybe they find out the true extent of Goku's power in the multiverse tournament that Zeno-sama wants to put up. Zamasu and Gowasu, maybe they have a fight together. It gets too out of control and maybe destroys half of Gowasu's face, leaving only one earring. That's the earring that he takes and then goes off on his merry way. Another thing that was really interesting in this episode is when he was talking about the rings, he said the different colored ones were from people going back in time or creating a different world. He said only a few years ago one of them did change color because they created another world, and he said, what fool did that? Now, I don't know if these are time rings for every universe or just their universe. If it's for every universe, it could be because Trunks altered the timeline in the past, and that's what made the last ring green. Or if they were specifically for Universe 10, then that seems really cool. I just want to know that story. What happened? There's 4 rings there, so there could potentially be 4 different worlds being created. Who created those worlds? Anyway, awesome episode. I really enjoyed it. Give me your thoughts, guys. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys thought about it. Everything's just matching up perfectly for Zamasu to become black, but I mean, what do you guys think? Who do you think Zamasu is? Who do you think Black is? Who do you think Gowasu is? Am I the only one that thinks Gowasu is just shifty? There is no episode next week, I think due to the Olympics, I'm pretty sure. So we'll have a break next week. But don't worry, on this channel, I'll be putting up something completely different. If you like this video, please give me a big thumbs up and share it around to your friends maybe. Subscribe to my channel if you already haven't. Thank you guys so much for your support. I really appreciate it. As always, people, I'm the Saiyan side to me. Catch you guys next time.